Because you're magic people to me. You're magic people to me. Hold your head up high, let your voices fly. I'm proud to be Māori.
Tēnā tātou, and welcome back to the podcast. It's been a while since the last one, and it has been, I guess, going through this lockdown period. There hasn't been much external work going on in terms of creating, putting out content or anything along those lines, and have definitely been more in the pathway of just keeping things a bit more closed, focusing heavily on training, as it has been the primary focus, I believe, going through this lockdown. Just training a lot. Grateful to our gym here in Whakatane, Metcon by K&K. We're able to give their members some equipment to just keep active, and what a blessing it has been. So big shout out to Metcon and Kate and Chris for hooking all of us up. Outside of that, been a lot of chilling, been a lot of watching movies, having time with Pania, cooking and eating some good food. And that's basically what this lockdown has been like for us on our end, which is totally different to going through it last year. It was very much so just in the trenches, trying to work really, really hard, and a lot of beautiful things came out of being in that space. But I've really enjoyed the space that I've been in myself going through the last couple of weeks. And it's just definitely a change of speed, but have enjoyed it nonetheless. But I wanted to come on here today just to share, but to also, I guess, share some of the thoughts that I have had throughout the last few weeks. And the main thing that comes up for me in this moment in time is just the importance of ensuring that you're doing your best for yourself first and foremost, but helping those around you who are on a similar path. And the reason why this comes up for me is that I have a group of bros where we keep each other accountable when it comes to fitness, when it comes to health. And we all go to the same gym, and we call ourselves the squad, and there's regular check-ins, and we just share workouts, we share our times. There's a bit of competitiveness, but there's also a lot of support in there. And because I've been going, I've just stepped it up a notch over the last month or so within myself. There's been some progress, and the way that I've been feeling and thinking about it is that I've been really enjoying the progress, but just also want to utilize the energy that I have to uplift the brothers as well, to bring out more of them. And although we got a lot of competitiveness within our little crew around getting the dubs, around, winning workouts here and there, my main whakaaro, or my main thought is wanting to push each and every one of us to be better for one another, because the better everyone gets within the squad, within our group, the better we all become. And so just a big shout out to the squad, to the lads within our awesome crew. And I really did underestimate just how powerful it is to be in a social environment, and how that contributes to our overall health and well-being, and most certainly our fitness and exercising. Because prior to doing CrossFit, I started last year in around June, and prior to doing CrossFit, I loved just training by myself. There was time for me. I could just go and listen to music, do some bench, do some squats, whatever it may be, and I just enjoyed that time. But as soon as I moved over to CrossFit, I enjoyed the training, I enjoyed the technique, I enjoyed just how involved you have to be within yourself to do things well and to do things right. Things like strategy, you really have to think about all of these different components to do either a good lift or to get through the wad as best as you can. But beside that was just the social aspect of it. The gym that I go to has just got all the best vibes. Everyone is in there that is just having a great time. You know, you're in this environment where all this energy is just sort of happening, and you get to have a laugh, you get to have this competitive sort of go in this particular environment. And I just didn't even realize just how much that has made me into a better person just by being in this particular environment. And so I feel I just thought it would be important to give a shout out to the squad, the lads, and also to the gym, Metcon. And I'm sure every other CrossFit gym is very similar to this type of energy. And very closely to that, the thing that I want to talk about that is within the same category of fitness, of wellness, and how there has been a noticeable jump from where I was a month ago to where I am now. And that is just all down to mindset, just how incredibly powerful our mind is. And there's been two people who I've been able to get inspiration from, and one of the bros is Monty, and he goes up to a gym up in Auckland, and he's quite a he's not the biggest dude, but he's just got this real mongrel in him where he can lift heavy, where he can just push himself to the extreme. And we go back and forward, and he just gives me all of this amazing insight and just G's me up and gives me a taste of the thoughts that goes through his mind, and I implement them. I go to that space, and it's been a profound impact on the way that I train. The other person is Montel Tavali, just one of the bros who's just got this next level mindset, who's super strong, who can just take himself to these dark places. And that's what I've been thinking about going through these workouts, because there's so many things that come from training hard. Is one, you get the physical aspect of moving your body, releasing endorphins, the strength that comes with it. But there's also moments where you just figure out just how much willpower you have, just how strong you can be. And it's those moments where you just want to give up, those moments where you just want to stop, those moments where you want to have another 10-second break. And a lot of people within this CrossFit scene, I suppose, it's the being in that dark hole, being in the dark closet, and it's just a really dark space in your mind, because your mind is creating all of these different excuses as to why you should stop. Your legs sore, you can't breathe, you're tired, you're fatigued, all of these different thoughts, and it just becomes very difficult to push past that. But the advice that was given to me was, bro, it's in those moments where you figure out just how good you can be. And it's about kicking down that door. It's about kicking down that door and walking into that fire, into that darkness, because that's where you become better. And if you avoid that, it's very hard to find those, I guess, moments of progress, of gains, of improvement. And so those have been the two components, or the two things that have really helped and when I say I'm making progress, don't think that I'm just this amazing athlete. Right, I'm not this amazing, superb athlete. I'm not even in the top 5 or I'm not even in the top 10 of the lads at our CrossFit gym. But just on a personal level, with me, there has been some of these shifts that I can certainly feel. Close people around me can definitely see. And so I just wanted to come on here and share, because it has been a primary focus for me going through this lockdown, and that's what's on my heart to share. And I do hope that those of you who are into training, who enjoy physical activity, who enjoy moving their body, gain some value from this. And if you do struggle, if you're someone who struggles for motivation, if you're struggling to have that inspiration to move your body, I really encourage you to throw yourself into a situation where you're in a group environment, where you can go to a gym, whether it's a CrossFit gym, F45, or any other functional style kind of activity, because it's definitely going to make it a lot easier, but also sustainable. And then furthermore to that, just approaching these days or these workouts with the right mentality. You're doing it for the right reasons, to make you better, to make you stronger, but to also just to see what you're capable of. And so te whānau, I do hope this is valuable. This has gone on longer than I thought it would. So let's bring the podcast back, and I'll try and organise some guests for us to have some conversations with. So mauri ora, kia koutou, katoa.